Alright, go, 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 go. Come on. Swim fast. Swim fast. Yeah, our health's dropping rapidly. Ooh. Okay, well, we will heal back up over time. That was a close one. Hey everyone, welcome back to Journey of Life. I have been working my tail end off. I really love this game. I really do. And so I've been playing a lot of it, getting back into it. And I want to show you what I've done here. I don't if you remember before, I had this thatch house basically, and it didn't line up well with this base I'd made here, this wooden base. So I tore it all down, and I had a ton of birch left, and so I just rebuilt the house, put a ceiling on it, and this is where we're going to sleep for now. But I left windows open because I didn't want to block this beautiful view we have over here, the waterfalls. So it's all windows. So I still got all my storage crates in here. That's just some tools. We've got some of our dust in here. Bamboo. Long sticks. Our straight solid sticks. And our food chest. We still got our animal lard that I haven't figured out yet what we're going to do with that. We'll get into that in a little bit. Have not made a regular bed. Still using the old leaf bed, primitive bed, but that's alright, it works fine. And just basically did a little cleanup out here. I've still got to figure out what I'm going to do with all my rocks that I have over here and all this junk, but bushes respawn here, and it really irritates me, so I want to get this stuff off of the ground eventually. But let me show you what I've done here, because like I said, I've got a lot done. The first thing I did was build a lathe. Okay, and this is kind of the next step. And a lot of this I did off camera because a lot of it is just repetitive, and I'm sure you guys have seen it before. A lot of it's just gathering resources and kind of repetition. But anyway, so I built this lathe, and it's really cool. This is where you get your advanced tools. Okay, so you have to craft a handle for all the different handles for axes, pickaxes, shovel, and the downside to this is I really wish the developer would put on here what the handle is for, because I had to craft a lot of different handles. In fact, I've got a chest over here that I threw them all in. A lot of different handles here because it shows the stats, like this one says damage on plants, attack speed, range. This one again are about the same for damage on plants. The downside is when you make the heads for these, it doesn't tell you what handle goes with which head. So the problem I ran into was I would create the head first, and then I didn't know which handle went on the head. So I made a lot of extra handles, which they're not a big deal. I mean, let's see, I'll just show you what most of them are. Just log blocks or 1 meter log, so they're not a big deal to make. It's just time consuming. So again, another reason why I did a lot of this off camera was because it's just time consuming, making all these different things. So okay, so got that made. The other thing I made was the plank storage right here, and you have to have the grass. Oh shoot, what's it called? I made that in my last video. One of the trees that you need. Let's see, it's called the dry grass patch, and one of my videos I made just on trees showing you what that tree looks like. It's the willow tree. So I had to do a little research on that on my own to find it. So anyway, so we got our plank storage here, and it's nice and full. It's pretty convenient. I can drag them over here into the storage once I cut them up. So I thought that was pretty convenient. We made our forge here, the last episode, and I just got all this stuff moved out to here. There's our smelter, our crushing station. Another new thing I made was the anvil. And one of the viewers had told me about that. I mentioned that in the last episode about to make the flat iron bars, you need this anvil. So I have not made the flat iron bars yet, but I know how to make them. So we'll get to that. Another thing I would strongly suggest for everybody is to make this wooden bucket. And let me just show you how that works real quick. Oops, there's some birch here. I put a ceiling on this. I put a ceiling on this birch building because one of my listeners had told me that if your chests are covered, they don't take damage. So I'm not sure. Actually, let me see if I repair these. We'll just do a little test here. I'm gonna repair a couple, and we'll just see if they degrade any faster by being covered. I'm using my new hammer that I built. This is a blacksmith hammer. So it seems to go faster than the better tools. This is a blacksmith hammer, and I have a new pick. I haven't tried it out yet. I'm going to try it out. And I have a new shovel. These are all the advanced tools that I made with the lathe. And then the other thing you have to do is you have to make a mold for each tool. And they are in the pottery section. Okay, so you just go down here. You have to make nails. You have to make a nail mold to make the lathe, and the rest of it is just down here: hatchet, carving axe, carpenter axe, broad axe. There's several different ones. So I just made. Let's see. I believe I made the carpenter axe. Yes, and blacksmith hammer, and of course the pickaxe and the shovel. So there's only one shovel. There's only there's only two, I guess, pickaxes. And I made this one the double-sided. I'm not sure what the difference. This one had a better mining chance, I believe. Yeah, this one goes down a little bit. So I made this one. I'm assuming a better mining chance is maybe you get more aluminum, or maybe you get more, more pieces. I'm not sure. I haven't tried it out yet. So anyway, so that's just kind of a rundown of the tools. The other thing I made is that you have to make is this tool workbench. And how that works is you press E on it, and whatever you have in your hand, you can drag the top off of it. This is basically how you connect the handle with the head. So you just drag it on there, and boom. If it's not compatible, it will say this is not compatible, and that's what you run into with all these different handles, is trying to match up which head goes with which handle. And it's kind of a pain. It's kind of a time-consuming process. But anyway, we got through it, and then to get out of the screen, you have to take it out of your hand to tab out. So let's see. So the other thing, I want to show you about this this wooden bucket. So how this works is, let's just pick it up, and we're going to put it in our hand, and we're going to just jump off here in the water. You hold E to fill it up, and it works just like the clay pot, except for it holds a lot more water. And it takes a while to fill it up as well, but it's worth it. I don't think I can get back up here. I'm going to have to make a ramp or stairs. So anyway, I think everybody should make this wooden bucket, and again, I'll show you why. Let's go ahead and put it on our fire. I moved the fireplace. I moved everything up here just because it's convenient. So now we have, of course, we have dirty water in our bucket. So let me grab my fire starter, and let's fire this thing up. I'm keeping my fire starter again back by the fire just because it's more convenient that way. And we'll take a look at this. As soon as the temperature gets up, it'll change to clean drinking water. There we go. So then you just pick it back up, put it in your hands. Let me go ahead and take this fire out. save our fuel. So now we have it in our little hand there, but it's clean drinking water. And if you hit tab, you can hold E to drink. And of course it filled our drink meter up. But the beauty is, let me show you when I set it down here, how much the water's still left in it. I guess I have to have it in my inventory. Oh, there, I can just mouse over. See, it's barely took a little bit out, and it filled our meter all the way up. So everybody should probably make that. It's actually super simple to make, or super cheap, I should say. I think it's under stations. Let me find it here. Maybe it's under craftables. Well, I'll find it in a minute. There it is, wooden bucket. So it only takes 3 1-meter planks to make. So I highly recommend that you make that. And you'll thank me later. Okay, so I want to try out a new axe, or excuse me, our new pickaxe. But the first thing I want to do, I have not done this yet, and so I kind of want to try it out. Let's we got some coconuts on us. Let's go ahead and fill up, top off, and then let's go fill our inventory back up here. There we go. So the one thing I have not done yet that I want to do in this episode is take a little dive on one of these sunken boats, and I don't know if there's treasure chest in there. I'm not sure what's in there. So there's a couple just around the corner over here. So I want to go down and see what's in there. And again, this is the first time I've done this, so I thought I would share it with you guys and see what happens. I know there's one where you first spawn in. Whoa, we don't want to go that way. I think we can make this okay. Yeah, there's one right over here. Should have brought my spear. I didn't. Because I don't know if there's sharks in there or what's in there. I don't know. We're going to find out. May not be anything in there. What I started to say was I know there's one by where we first spawn in, and I just kind of forgot about it and never got into... Something's out there in the water. Maybe it's just a rock, I don't know. Anyway, we're going to swim over here and see what's in here. Actually, I'm going to save first. Just in case. That's cool looking. Well, it doesn't look like we can get in there anywhere. Tell you what, I'm going to come back up and get some air. We do have a lung gauge there. So I thought maybe there'd be some chests in here, maybe? I don't know. I'm a little concerned about getting tangled up in there. Or getting stuck in there, I should say. Might be something down there, but I don't want to get stuck in here and drowned. Uh-oh. We're red. Hope we can fit through this window. Oh, no, we can't. Darn it. Really? Can't fit through that window. Come on. Alright, go, 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 go. Come on. Swim fast. Swim fast. Yeah, our health's dropping rapidly. Ooh. Okay, well, we will heal back up over time. That was a close one. I really thought that we would run across a chest or something. This is a big boat. It's cool looking. I wonder if we can kill these fish. So this is just all one boat. It's cool. Alright, well, now I'm going to have to heal back up. I don't want to take a chance on going back down there, drowning. So maybe one of you guys that have dove down there before, maybe you can tell me if there's something else I can do. Can we chop this down? No. Alright, so maybe one of you guys could tell me what's a good thing to do to, or if there's even anything down there. I'm assuming there's probably treasure chests down there. Alright, let's head back up and we'll get healed back up. The other thing I want to show you today... Oh, can I get that crab with this hatchet? Come on. I think I have to have a spear. Oh, I got him. Nice. Okay, well, the hatchet's good for that too. Now, the downside to these tools, I believe, is I don't think the top ever goes dull. It's just the handle wears out. As you can see, it's about halfway. So, I think once the handle just breaks, I guess, and so I'll just have to make a new handle. I'm pretty sure that's how it works. Which again, they're not, they're not expensive to craft, just a little time consuming. Whereas the primitive tools, you just run over to the grinding stone and, sharpen it back up and it was just fine. If we eat, does it help us heal? Oh, it does. Okay. That's good to know. Alright, well, maybe one of you guys can tell me about that boat, if it's worth diving down there for. Alright, let's head back to base. And the other thing I want to try to get done today is craft the pottery station. That's the one other thing that I didn't get to. In our last episode, we really struggled with cooking, or I struggled with cooking, and so I want to craft this pottery station and see if it will, see if I can connect it with this, or if I have to have a separate windmill. I'm not sure how. This was actually really easy to connect. I used the same connector here as I did with the sawmill. This one right here. Made the same thing and crafted it first and set the lathe down, and it just connected right to it. So I'm really curious about the I'm really curious to see if the pottery wheel will connect the same way. Let's see, I don't have a place to, I'll just carry it around with me for now. Last time we tried cooking the meat on our fireplace and it just burnt immediately. So I'm hoping the pottery wheel will have another option for crafting, as far as something to, let's throw this birch in there for now, as far as something to cook our food on. And maybe you guys know something I don't about that. If you do, let me know, please. Alright, so let's go to stations and see what we need to craft this pottery wheel. If anybody has done the farm plots, I know the 4 slot, well, we have to make a compost first before we can do that. So maybe somebody can tell me about the farm plots, if that is worth the time and effort to put into that. I'm not sure. I want to make a cloth weaver sometime. The tanning rack, I'm not sure what that opens up. Maybe that opens up clothes. Maybe those two work together where you can craft clothes. I'm not sure. The plank steamer, I'm not sure what, well, it says for bending planks. I'm not sure what you would even use that for. Well, I guess I must have passed it. There it is, right there. Okay, so we need 4 rope, straight solid 6, that's no big deal, and the pottery wheel. So we don't have that. Is that under craftables or tools? Craftables. 2 stone wheel, 1 straight solid stick. Okay, 2 stone wheel, 2 flat rocks. We have those. As far as the new tools go, they are faster. I'm not sure if you get more for what you do with them. I'm not sure I would say that, but they definitely are faster. So it's definitely worth the time to put it in making those. Alright, so we need 2. Where'd they go? Tools. Two stone wheels. Straight solid stick. I just saw one of those on the ground, I think. Yep. All that stuff laying around the ground really bothers my OCD, but I was chopping all these bushes up to finish off the ceiling on this, and just haven't picked them up yet. But I will. Rest assured I will. Okay. Where are we at? Tools. Not tools. Craftables. Pottery wheel. That's fast enough. Did it put it in inventory? Yes, it did. Okay. So then we need to make the pottery. 4 rope, 20 straight solid sticks. Okay, got all that. Let's see, my rope is in here. One other thing that I've been meaning to show everybody, because I did not know this myself, I didn't know how to split stacks. So the only way that I've seen that you can do that is if you hold down shift and drag it over, it'll bring up a stack box, and you can type in, let's type in, well, type in 1. So it took 1 out of the 9. Okay, so you hold down shift, drag it over. Let's type in 7. Oh, it threw them everywhere. But that's the only way that I know of that you can split stacks, and it's not really user friendly. So maybe that's something that the devs working on eventually. I was trying to split that meat in the last episode and couldn't do it. So anyway, oh, I forgot a rope. Gotta grab a rope. I got rope somewhere. There it is. But you can't do that if you hit shift and click on it. It puts it over in the box. So the only way you can't do it, you can't split a stack going from a chest into your inventory. It's only dragging out of your inventory that I can figure out. So anyway, maybe that's something he'll work on. He or she. Okay, pottery. So it's going to unlock all these different things for us. It's not very big. Now, I'm wondering if I can make... See, what I'm hoping is I can connect it over here. Of course, we'll be able to move them. So let's build it up here. Alright. Oh, maybe it doesn't require power. Oh, it doesn't. Sweet. So this doesn't require power, so that's cool. Where am I gonna put it? Let's put it over here, kind of on its own. Yeah, let's put it over here, and then we'll make another chest for clay, just to hold clay. Yeah, I like that. Alright, let's see what we got here. Small clay pot, soup pot, bottle, clay soup plate, clay cup. So I was hoping there'd be something in there that we could make to cook on. Soup plate. You can cook some delicious soup with it if you know how. Okay, so we have some different food items in our chest over here. And I don't know what this researchable means either. If somebody can tell me what the researchable means. So this is cookable. Red berries. These are all seeds. So we can cook these. Let's make a pot and see what we can make. I don't know if I have any clay left. I want to try out my new shovel anyway. Let me throw the rope back in here. And let's try out our new shovel anyway. See how it does. on the clay. See if we can tell a difference. It's definitely faster. About 5 hits, and that we had that thing broken down. So it's definitely faster. Let's grab one more over here. Yeah, it's definitely faster. And I think we get a little more too. Could be in my imagination, but I'm thinking we're going to get more. I've got to build a ramp. I need to build some kind of ramp over here. Just take a look here. There's stairs. There we go, that would work. That thatch or wood? I like the wider one. Let's go with that one. Now, what do we need to make it? Three 2-meter planks. Okay, I've got all that. Yeah, that's why we need a ramp. If I go in the water quite a bit, actually, out that side. Let's see. I need to unload my clay first, though. I'm just gonna sit on the ground right now, because we're gonna make some clay stuff anyway. I'll eventually get a chest over here. So let's see. We need 2, the 1 meter, and 3. I think it said of the 2 meter. See if that does it for us. It did, with one fell swing of the hammer. Nice. Okay, so that's handy. Alright, back to where we were, pottery. So let's try to make, let's make a soup pot. And a soup plate. I don't know if we need that at the moment. Alright, so of course we gotta bake these. Oh, and it only took 1 of our 1 meter planks. Could have swore it said 2. But I think the instructions are a little off on the old recipes. Well, I know they're off on the recipes. Alright, let's set them both up here. That's a big plate. Whoops. Big soup pot. Next episode we will work on those iron plates. Now we've got our anvil built. We'll work on the anvil. If I can repair this. Guess not. Anyway, we'll work on making those metal bars and get to the water wheel, which is what I eventually wanted to do in the first place. Alright, so this is done. And let's see, let's put this pot in our hand. Assuming we... I guess not. Hold E to drink water. I thought we could... I thought we would fill it up with water, but we don't. Okay, so what do we do with it? Let's see if we can set it here on the table. Optimal temperature. You can cook some delicious soup with it if you know how. Well, it keeps telling me that. Whoops. That's our water. Okay, if we grab our wooden bucket, there we go, fill with water. Okay, so let's set our bucket back down. And what can we put in our soup? Berries. What if the yucca leaf can we put in there? Alright. I bet we can put meat in there too. If we had some meat left over. Do they go in there? Yeah. They all went in there. Take soup. Oh, we made red berry jam. Take soup, confirm. Do we need to start it up first? Well, it says take soup, but it won't let me take it. Maybe we have to heat it up. See that? It says take soup, but it won't let me take it. Yeah, it's not letting me take it. Alright. What's it showing here? It's in my hand. I'm pressing E, but it's not doing anything. Alright, well, maybe you guys can tell me how I can eat my soup. We made red berry jam, but it's not letting me take it for some reason. Okay. Alright guys, well I'm going to end this episode here. Thanks for watching. It was good to show you everything that I got built, and we got the pottery station built, and we're getting a lot done actually. So our next episode will work more on this anvil and our flat iron bars that we want to make, and maybe one of you guys can tell me how to eat this soup. I'm hungry. Alright, thanks for watching, guys. Give this episode a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel, please, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.